Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Powell, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Golden Gophers head coach told me before the game, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. He keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Guys?
Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The gun, it's Edwards. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's 3rd down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterflies.
And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Making his first move. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oof, that's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Finds a crease, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Davis will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got... deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it back to him. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Taylor wants to throw. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket and start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Caught behind the line. It's Simpson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. I can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Edwards. Third and 6 yards to go. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On the return. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. As as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's McClure. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Swamped immediately. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
776 capture. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Finds his man. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there on the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
Nice move there. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw it. He got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
They'll run it with Bothwell. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. In the backfield, it's Edwards. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Pass to 6. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Roach. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Davis will throw. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 8-14 choice.
Wants to go up top on second down. Catch in the middle. It's McClure. They've got him corralled. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Left side, it's West. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw on first. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last.
Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 12 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack.
And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The short hands, it's McClure. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw it. Got his man.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On the move. He's going to take off. Inside the 25. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Whip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Second down to the air. Fires into the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to Fluff. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Taylor wants to throw. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal today. And, guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Davis looking to pass. Moving out to the right. Just got rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Here we go.
Bluff Bothwell again. They put the brakes on him.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is on its way. Searching for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Rush is on. Just gets rid of that one.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive... There he goes! He's inside the 40, the 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it with Bothwell. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Here's a gift to Bothwell. Touchdown Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for space. It's Edwards.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Fires to the right. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throwing right. That's caught. It's Smith. Nice move. Creates some space. A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Taylor wants to throw it. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Gophers will take their first time out. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Plows through the defense.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run. Not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick give. It's McClure. He's past the marker. Still on his feet. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Mississippi State will just try to use the clock. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Breaks the tackle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it. They're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On first down, it's Bothwell again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.